guys, I want to talk a little bit about one of the biggest wrestlers physically uh, and in popularity back in the 80s. That's Big John Studd. Big John Studd was an arch rival to Hulk Hogan and Andre the Giant. He kind of played the heel to their face a lot of times. John was not very outspoken. He wasn't as big as Hogan or those guys, but nevertheless, I think he was liked in the industry. Um, He died at a very young age. I think he died at 47 years old, like a lot of these guys do. Big John Studd wrestled all the greats. I mean, this guy wrestled all the legends. He was a massive, massive dude. He was around 6'10". They tend to exaggerate height a lot. So he's probably 6'8", but still a massive man, 363 pounds. I went by Big John Studd. That's actually one of the coolest names uh, in the history of wrestling, in my opinion. It doesn't get any cooler than that. When I went by Captain USA, Chuck O'Connor, the Executioner #2, and the Mighty Mitten. His real name was John William Minton. Um, Again, he died at 47 of liver cancer and Hodgkin's disease. Now, just to show you how tough this guy was, when he got sick, he had quite a battle with this cancer. He filled in for he replaced Jimmy Snuka, the Superfly, in a match with Killer Kowalski. And in taking a shower, he noticed he had a lump. Uh, he and it found a large tumor in his chest. It remitted after chemotherapy. He was told he might wrestle again in 6 months. He returned in 1994. He was given a month to live. He underwent auto-transplantation procedure with a 7% success rate. Again, the tumor remitted and he went home. So we kind of beat that a little bit. In addition to recurring nausea and fever in 1994 in September, his lung collapsed. He went back to the hospital. During the stint, he ran a temperature of 108 degrees. He stabilized and went home, so he actually stabilized from that. 1995, he returned for another round of chemotherapy. Believed it would be a short stay. The tumor had spread through his entire body, and then he died of liver cancer and Hodgkin's disease. So this guy put up a hell of a fight with cancer. One of the things that they were saying about Big John Studd, and this cannot be proven, again, is that his drug use caused a lot of his problems. Now, the date of his death in 1995, Big John Studd began taking growth hormones back when he was actively facing off against Andre the Giant. The story, started in 1995, going around about this, how he used growth hormone. Because he was concerned about being a role model to kids, he kept all this quiet. Now, a lot of people, I think back in the day, I don't know if there was synthetic growth hormone back in those days, but there might have been. But a lot of it was brought from, extracted from cadavers, the pituitary glands of cadavers. So there were a lot of negative aspects of that. You were getting a lot of conditions, a lot of illnesses. I think maybe Graves' disease. I'm not sure, but somebody will chime in probably about that. But Big John Studd was a big, big dude. One of the famous things. Here he is standing next to Andre. He was big, big freaking dude, man. I don't think he had the gigantism that Andre had, so he wasn't, quite as monstrous. But and again, one of his biggest feuds was with Hulk Hogan. He did that on a regular basis. But one of the things he also did, and this was probably fake. I'm thinking this is fake. And a lot of people think this is fake. It probably had to be fake because the bar wasn't bending. He's just pretending whatever. He's on WWTV, bench press 700 pounds. Obviously, it was fake. Pretty interesting video nonetheless. He's with Vince McMahon, and I think Vince, the first lift he failed, and then he went back and tried it again. You can watch this video online. Big John Studd bench pressing, but certainly I don't think he was one of the strongest wrestlers that ever lived, but he was a big, big dude, big, strong guy. And died young, 47 years old, again, like all these guys do, or not all these guys, but a lot of these guys do after that hard life of professional wrestling. Drug abuse, traveling, not taking care of themselves, whatever, stress,